Imagine that one fall can completely change your life. That happened to me in January of 2019 when a slip on the ice left me with a traumatic brain injury and challenges that I still face today. I'm Kim Block, and I am one of just an astounding number of people whose lives have been changed by some of these serious falls. The statistics bear that out. Joining me now is Wess, who is the Safety Coordinating Manager for MEMIC. And Rose, these kind of statistics are something that you see and you keep track of. Just how prevalent are these serious falls?
Yes, we see hundreds of thousands of falls across the United States each year, all which can be very impactful to both the individual and their loved ones, coworkers, and the people that they know.
So it's a huge part of the claims that come into you, but you also are concerned with preventing these falls. We'll get back to that in a little minute. I think what some people may be surprised to learn about the weather is that it really doesn't have to hit the freezing mark to be dangerous out there.
Yes, you'll hear 37 degrees is the point where you need to start watching out for ice. Now, not to confuse people, water does still freeze at 32 degrees, but when we take temperature readings, it's often a few degrees above the ground. And if you remember from science class, warm air rises, cold air sinks. So even though it might be 37 degrees where we take a temperature reading, it can be a few degrees colder at the ground, resulting in ice.
A lot of people may notice that the temperature light comes on in their car at 37
Exactly,
degrees,
yep.
Which is based on that
That's
principle.
Why.
So science class did come in handy.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I think one goal that you and I share in common is that we'd like to help prevent these falls. I really would love even if one person maybe walked a little more slowly and consciously, especially during the winter months. What kind of safety tips do you and MEMIC have to help people?
Absolutely. There's a few things individuals can do. The first one being wear proper footwear, shoes with good traction, things like shoes with flat soles, heels, things like that aren't going to be your best friend in the winter months. Maintaining awareness of the conditions. You mentioned you had slipped and fell on ice that was covered by snow. There's a lot of different conditions that can be happening. They're always changing in the winter. Things are thawing and then refreezing. The weather changes all the time. But other things as well, keeping your hands free and just watching where you're going, taking your time, as you had mentioned.
And we're going to be continuing this conversation as part of our Walk Safe program with MEMIC, and you can scan the QR code that you see, and you can go to MEMIC.com, Walk Safe for more. We'll tell you about an interactive discussion online that's coming up.